you know I gotta ask you about December 18th, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't leave without asking you about December 18th. You've been talking about cutting niggas' heads off.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Letting them know the meta nature has never been deciphered. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So, you know what I mean? Let the people know a little what can they expect and why they should be in the building that day. The ones who's
in the building that day if you like the truth.
Okay.
If you don't like the truth, you just need to stay your ass at home.
I'm talking about waking up the God inside of you. I'm talking about when our people are put in situations of adversity, that's when we shine the best. Under pressure, that's when we turn into black.
With that being said, on December 18th, ching! It's a rap. It's a rap for that meta nature shit. It's a rap. But you know why it's a rap? Because it's not true. If it was true, I wouldn't say nothing. Anybody that know anything about young Pharaoh, I don't call no names. I don't call nobody out. I don't seek out other black people to destroy black people unlike they do me.
Okay.
But what I do is I teach my people. So if I say Christmas ain't real and a nigga jump out the tree, you gotta get it, because you trying to defend the white man. If I say Islam ain't real, Christianity ain't real, being a Hebrew Israelite ain't real, and you jump out the tree, you gotta get it because you defending the white man. I attacked the white man. I didn't attack the black man. I said the white man never successfully translated the meta nature because of A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Okay.
But the white man never came to defend himself. Niggas who uphold the white man's teaching came to defend the white man for the white man. So on December 18th, I'm gonna crack the white man's head, but I'm gonna crack the white man that live inside the black man who jumped his monkey ass up. So with that being said, we cracking niggas. I'm not playing no games.
So
and I got a surprise.
I don't got nothing for you on this
They
one.
don't got nothing. They don't got nothing for me on nothing.
Because you know they got a lot of us believing that the meta nature has been deciphered.
They got
reading
niggas believing they came from monkeys as well.
Oh yeah,
so,
the great ape.
You know, I can't believe somebody who believes that they have a connection with the animal who's been on the planet younger than them. So I don't understand that. That's like me believing I came from a pit bull. Who was here first, the African or the dog? Dogs is new. Fuck, I evolved from a dog? How? When I was here before the dog. But you know, we ain't even gonna go into that. We ain't gonna go into that.
So just tell them where it's gonna be at.
I ain't feeling everybody right now. We gonna whoop. We ain't gonna go into that. We ain't gonna go into that.
Brother, let me add something to that cipher, brother. It's something so important that no matter what you call yourself, we are so unified all over the world. There are those who have different understandings, raised in different ranks. So even if there's any disputes based on, one second family, any disputes that we have amongst our own liberation, we gotta realize one thing for sure, that when those came to this land, they brought us on slave ships and we were their property. And they are to this day, no matter what your freedom of your consciousness is, if you don't understand that, you are their property. So no matter about Trump, Hillary, any of them, it doesn't matter. They see you as their property, and they do not recognize your authority, nor do they recognize the law of 1865 that emancipated those who came out of the land of Egypt, that is written in their law and established the difference between those who are free and conscious and those who are in bondage. And that, brother, is the tool that we have to use no matter what our understandings are. Some believe we're gonna fly to space, and some believe we're gonna go straight to the hell of the earth. Regardless of what that understanding is, if you African, you got that black melanin in your skin, you're a unified understanding. Understand, do your part. Free your people in your hood. Go to your local solicitor's office and tell them that they are a servant of the people. They serve you, and not only that, they take an oath based on the idea that the Lord God who created the heavens, the earth, the sun, the moon, and all that exists, and give the bounties of the land in the womb of your mamas, call them seeds or call them plants on ovaries, bring them forward, and they come out, and they only belong to the one creator who give you the mercy of the sun when it rises in the morning. And in that sun there is a dust, a gas that's physical, that moves, and you feel it on your face, and you call it heat, or you call it dust, or you can even call it electrical particles that are copper wires you cannot see, that give me a rock called tantalite and tumbling, or copper and zinc. I can call my grandmama in St. Louis, or call my brother in Sao Paulo, Brazil, on a rock. So these are mathematical sciences that we're all talking about, but we got to get something that's so clear that these scientists, such as AT&T, who don't have nothing but copper wires that are coming from the sun, on those that are like Coca-Cola, who are wheat farmers, and corn and sugar farmers who sell sugar in the form of aluminum bauxite can, or a wheat farmer named Budweiser, or collecting the bounties of the land, and King George II, that Prince Williams and Prince Harry look to inherit his estates.
That's right.
Prince George and Prince Williams know for a surety that you have been redeemed, and your mercy is in your Lord in emancipating those who came out of the land of Egypt who are free. And there's a law that you recognize in the law of 1865. Be free, my people. Go to your solicitor. Demand that they stand on the justice that's true. But more importantly, family, whatever your disputes are with your brothers, December 18th, let it be one love and one harmony, that we're under this sun together, and we burn it in the sun in a beautiful way. That burning is an expansion. That burning is a molding and a cleansing of something that the European white supremacist thinker all over the planet has done this, not only in Africa, but in Europe, in Asia, in India, and he has focused his eyes on this beautiful pride of the African redeemed human being in this land. And brother, we are together. So I know we young out here, brother, and we got a lot of growing to do. But we got to be clear. There is a physical math in the charge of this.
That's right.
And whatever that December 18th, I heard that energy, and I know how that go. This is a unique message, family. Be clear on this. Be one. Be oneness. This is my son is here.
Unless they
my son is here.
Righteous.
I value his life. I value his life. And not only do I value his life, let it be clear that our babies get to see our past in this presidential election, in our conscious future, in our conscious presence with the use of internet. My baby don't have to read about it. He don't have to watch a video. He ain't got to take one of these leaders like Jesse Jackson and some of these other folks out here that took deals in the corporate America and embraced capitalism. My baby get to see the reality of it. So regardless of our beefs, brother, some of us ain't right. I understand it. But do know that those soldiers were designed by the Creator. Sick them on their enemies, not each other, brother. Let it be clear.
That's right. And let's stop being let's stop being BPBs, Black Power bitch niggas. And why? Now, what is a Black Power bitch nigga? A Black Power bitch nigga is who don't do nothing but run their goddamn mouth. So we gonna start. This is what I want people to understand. Stop getting your brain massaged and falling in love with words that come out people's mouth who not backing them. And I mean, this is what I'm saying by that. Motherfuckers be talking about some black power. You scared to tell your goddamn neighbor turn the music down. How you gonna revolt against the government? Okay, we talking about motherfuckers that's gonna kick your door, throw a flash grenade, and kill everybody in 3 seconds. We talking about them now. Let's be real. We talking about revolution. All right, motherfuckers that's coming to y'all's helicopter, move. Motherfucking kick your door in, tanks outside. We talking about revolting against somebody who we have allowed to become technologically superior to, but yet you still scared to tell the motherfucker, oh, you $15 where your money at. So let's stop being a black power bitch nigga. Let's stop trying to get famous off of our people's oppressed state. And if we have to make a shift, okay? If the left arm don't work, you gotta go to the right arm. If they don't work single-handedly, you gotta use them both. So being intellectual and being wicked don't work. Being righteous and being non-intellectual don't work. We gotta bring it together.
That's real.
Just like left and right hand, but we gotta motherfucking put it into physical action.
Like you said.
So if you're somebody who's just running your mouth out here, it ain't even 2017 yet. I'm trying to clear them out now before we even get there. Before we get to 2017, we need to clear all niggas out that's just running their motherfucking mouth. Period. If you're not doing something, it don't gotta be financial. If you can't produce proof of one child that you've helped a week, if you can't produce proof of somebody who you spiritually have uplifted or motivated or encouraged a week, you gotta get the fuck out of here. Because we talking about really revolving now. Young Pharaoh is not here to be somebody who wanna go in the history books for doing something for his people. Young Pharaoh is somebody who wanna write history because I'm the nigga writing history because I did something for my people. So we know no more black power bitch niggas, no more running your mouth, no more getting on the camera talking cute and fancy. It's really time to put in this work. If you're not gonna be 10 toes down in the community, if you scared of the feds, if you scared to go to jail, if you scared of police stalking you, if you scared of the Klan, nigga, you got to go. Because we see it's a time for everything. everything. Intelligence is only one aspect. Motherfucker, I don't gotta know how to even spell my name to beat your ass. So when we talking about revolting against the government, we need people who are actually going to physically implement what we know to be righteous for the planet. So when black people's number one problem is, we keep thinking black power is in a book and who can regurgitate the information in the book. No, black power is who's willing to uphold the African principalities of our spirituality. That's black power.
Let me give you some direct on what they, come here, family. Let me throw this black power right to your face. Let's let it not just to the world, to our family. It's something real important. Black power is getting to the farm. Let me show you where all wealth come from. It's come from the bounty of the land. Right here in Georgia, we got this program called Move the New Weight. Here's what black power looks like. We buy watermelons out the field for 25 cents a melon. We sell those watermelons for $6 to $7 to $8 in the city. We send them up to New York, up north at $12 a melon at 25 cents a melon. Move the weight. In fact, the state of Georgia GDP is $500 billion. This is black power. Go to Gary Black. Commissioner Gary Black is the agriculture commissioner for the state of Georgia. This is black power. Knock on his door. Go in a group. Go straight from the hood and go see the guy who is the regulator over the lands, over the bounty of this land. And not only go see the bounty and go see the regulator, let him know that he is a servant of the people and that you want access to the collection of the land. The state of Georgia produces over $100 billion in the cotton industry. Class A cotton. Prada, Gucci, Nike, they buy Georgia cotton. Let it be known. Google it if you don't understand.
See, my thing.
Lenox Mall and Prada, Lenox Mall and Fifth Plaza, they sell that Gucci and Prada, that cotton. So let me tell you what black power is. He said it. Who you helping in the hood? Go get one of them brothers. Take them down to your state farmers market or take them to your farm. Get that collection. Get you a truck. Send it up to Chicago. Send it up to Illinois. See what they got. They got apples up there. They got things that don't grow down here. They don't grow watermelons in the north, so they need our watermelons. Well, black power is connecting to the collection of the bounties of the land. Go see your commissioner of your agriculture, and more importantly, the governor of your state.
But while doing so,
let me break this, because the fight ain't just a fight over weapons and strength. That's not a fight that we're in a position to win. The fight we're talking about is having that conscious understanding of your environment. This is the economic revolution. And the eco is the environment, the economics is the accounting. Economics, the accounting of your environment. This is the revolution. The revolution is not based on the strength of a military arm. You gotta understand, these devils came out of the Caucasus Mountains, violent animals, and they have done this all over the world. The revolution is connecting the masses of our people and feeding them by the bounties of the land, clothing them by the bounties of the land, going to them and letting them know the forestry and the wood that's coming off those trees need to be 2x4s and plywood. That's black revolution. That's black power. Marcus Garvey had it right. They just shut him down before it got started. But the masses of you, had you only known the math of how to approach those who are stewards over the bounties of the land, including those that are in London, those who are sitting on the crown, those who are in the Vatican who are sitting on the crown over lands over all of the world. If you in Brazil and you in the favelas and you dealing with poverty, or if you in Kenya and you in Kampala, the slum, or if you in Uganda, or you in Paris, France, and you in the hood, or you in Spain, Madrid, and you in the hood, or you in St. Louis, Missouri, or Baltimore, and you in the hood. Go to those who are the regulators of the land, who are the servant of the people, and drop your Bible, drop your Quran, drop your book, and let them know that the law is present, and the Lord of God who created the heavens and the earth is present. Don't let this fight between you and I interfere with the collection of black power. Don't allow that to happen. There is some bitch niggas out there in these streets, but you gotta be clear of one thing. Regardless of that false understanding, he is not my enemy. That is my brother who may be lost or have a misunderstanding. The violence is not the answer amongst each other when we talk about black power, or the ignorance and spreading the ignorance is not the answer when we talk about black power. Black power is a conscious thinking and an evolved human being who rose out of the earth, came of dead bones. In fact, if you cut your skin, you'll get dust. It blows off when the blood dries. In fact, that's the dust from the earth. There's an electrical charge. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed, only transformed. And 240 volts of energy is running down your spine that turns into your sperm. And that sperm enters the womb of your mate. My mama had a tree of life in her womb, and that sperm, that electricity that cannot be created nor destroyed, turned into this beautiful lobe that had a conscience and a heartbeat that they were able to put an ultrasound on to hear the woo, 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 to know that I was a living soul. And when I came out of the womb, that fruit, I couldn't even hold my damn head up. Not only could I hold my head up, I couldn't feed myself. It was my mama who fed me, and her consciousness from her Lord that gave her the wisdom to feed me. Not only did that wisdom come strong from my mama, it took my daddy and those to provide the labor to bring home the food, and I couldn't support my own self. Not only did that happen, I am the living, breathing heartbeat of my father, on whom my grandfather, on whom my great-grandfather, who's in the earth, and not only is in the earth, his bones are there, and my DNA is carved in the living being. I am the descendant of the slave in the field. I was redeemed. I am the living being. My heartbeat is thriving, and they are alive. And those who don't know, you may not know, but go to those who know, who got the book, who know the redemption of the black African came out of the land of Egypt, and know the plight was real. Be clear who you are. Black power ain't about the fight. It's about the intelligent and the evolution of the mental revolution of knowing your Lord and knowing your human being and your structure. Let it be real. That's brother, right. Keep it peace.
That's right. And I'ma slide on this. Don't get misled, or don't mislead yourself accidentally trying to liberate yourself with that dollar. Because we talk about black power, but we talk about black power with another man's shit. You can come in my house all day. Let's say your name Tony. You can talk about Tony Power all day. At the end of the day, you on my motherfucking couch. So when I say get out, you getting the fuck out. So when we talk about America, we talk about black power with a white man dollar. You're not gonna beat the white man with his shit. That's retarded. That's like coming in my house and you think you go, okay, I'm gonna give you an analogy. I sell drugs. Let's say I sell drugs hypothetically, right? If I'm the man with the bricks and you the crackhead with the crack box, y'all motherfuckers can divvy up all the rocks y'all need. Because as soon as I say I'm gonna stop selling y'all niggas bricks, what you gonna do? You look stupid. So you can say crackhead power all you want. Bitch, you get it from me. So black people, our number one problem is we keep trying to liberate ourselves in a system that is oppressive to us. Now let's say, okay, Pharaoh, black people, let me finish
that clear.
Let's say, we say, hold on, Pharaoh, all black people, we economically come together, right? And we successfully boycott the white man. Let's say that worked. You still put money in his pocket because he taxing you, dumbass. He taxing you. So we become billionaires, he become trillionaires. And we become trillionaires, he become gazillionaires. So the more powerful black people come with that dollar, you making him rich because it's his shit. He writing the check, he's taxing. So when Chinese people say Chinese power, you know why Chinese people say Chinese power? Because they got their own motherfucking bank. You can't even read that dollar. That shit say Ching Chong Providence. So that shit don't say made in US. So when we talk about niggas, you got a dollar on you?
Yeah.
White, let me give me this dollar. Because I want people to get it in their spirit what I'm trying to say. What the fuck is black power about this? Nigga, your pyramid, they done took the capstone off your shit. That's showing you they separated your mind from your body. So you talking about black power through this. Yeah. This ain't worth, I couldn't even wipe my ass with this. It'll cut my ass. So with that being said, this ain't even worth me cleaning myself, let alone feeding myself. Black power is when you can establish your own motherfucking economy instead of trying to liberate yourself through the economy that sold you. You was the first motherfucker that this dollar was worth. Now you gonna take the dollar and try to make yourself worth something through the dollar? You gotta be the stupidest motherfucker that's talking about revolution that I ever seen. Black power is when you can get your own shit. See, we not asking for nothing. That's what niggas gotta forget. We're not asking you, we telling you. We're not asking you for no what. Bitch, give me these watermelons. What y'all trying to do? That's black power. Black power is I do what the fuck I wanna do, and if I'm wrong, my people gonna be the authorities. I don't give a fuck if I shoot the whole motherfucking mall up. You ain't motherfucking my judge. You not. Send me to Africa and let them sentence me. Because I tell you what, how many Chinese motherfuckers you see in jail? I've been to prison. Ask me how many Chinese motherfuckers I sent to jail. None. None. Because when they get in trouble, China deal with them. When niggas get in trouble, crackers deal with them. Niggas want some money, crackers give it to them. Niggas hungry, crackers feed them. But we talking about black power. Then you silly, stupid motherfuckers keep talking about, so we gonna put our money together. Bitch, it's not your money. It's not yours. It's not yours. So we talking about black power. If you not talking about full scale revolt, sit your dumb ass down, nigga. Sit your dumb ass down. It's not gonna work. It ain't gonna motherfucking work.
An example of black power.
Yeah.
Come in real quick, please.
Mine.
Come in real quick, Queen.
Yes.
Here you go. I don't want to be committing no burglaries on camera.
This is black power. This is black power.
I mean,
An inanimate object is not power. And that's to take away nothing that anybody has said, because I sell clothes, and in order to get the clothes, I need an inanimate object in exchange. That's because that's what we're exchanging with now. We live in an era of cryptocurrency. You could have digital currency and it can have your name and face on it. They're allowing people to do everything that they dreamed about. The time is now.
That's right.
This is black power. Do you know why? Because inside of him is all of the keys that he needs in order to liberate and to build a nation. Inside of her is all of the keys. It's inside of you. It's your talent and skill. We gotta start identifying who we are and what it is, what skills and talents that we have. It doesn't matter what side of the planet we find ourselves on. Even though we'll be right here. But if wherever we go, what is it that you have inside of you? When our people didn't have anything, we made soul food. When we came out with tattered clothes or anything, we sang and danced. It's inside of us. That's how we started an industry. Okay? It's about the money is taking everything back. We are giving them too much of us. They're feeding off of us. All right, and that's how they treat you. It's a pimp hoe relationship. That's how they treat you, a parasite host relationship. Like, yo, you ain't going nowhere. We're feeding off of you. Get scared. They know how to feed off of that. Talk about fear. Say that you scared that Trump is here. They know how to feed off of that.
Right.
When did a president ever change your condition? And you on the bottom. How does that ever change your condition? When did white boys ever come into your neighborhood and make you feel scared? When did that ever happen? Why are you watching those movies, taking those lies for truth? You programmed yourself the wrong way. I come from a time where that is non-existence. When did that ever happen? It's only happening now because we bought into the illusion of conclusion. You niggas is living around them, all up in the woods with them. You did that to yourself. You're all in their cul-de-sac, trying to be down with them. When this is about race first, like Garvey told you, that's black power. Black power is race first. Black power is saying, I don't got no hate for nobody, but it's race first.
Right, right.
When it comes time to procreate, it's race first. I'm continuing my lineage.
They voted race first, didn't they?
Exactly. So you mad because they showed you race first when they realized after the Olympics 2016 in Rio that we're in the race. That's when they realized that, baby. Okay? And they're running. They're 100 miles and running. They want to get the gold medal. Where you at in the race?
Right.
You can't complain about that. The rest of the world is gonna be like, no, nigga, it doesn't add up, because the shit that you say in your videos, in your songs, on BT, on World Star, and everywhere, you're not talking. That's not the same shit that you're talking about.
Right.
You're talking like a champion. So now that you got an opponent that's worthy, where's you at with it? Huh? This is black power. Protect the woman, protect the child. Let's begin to build for them. Only then will the world respect us.
That's real.
They're gonna show you how much they don't respect you, black man, these next 4 years by the way they treat both of these people.
That's real.
That's what they about to show you.
That's real. That's real.
So if you sell them out, then there's nothing to live for.
You know, there's something that's first of all, brother, Ashe. I mean, you know, something so important that I want to make sure we get clear, because some words was talked about currency or money, and if we don't address this issue, a lot of our family are gonna run to become new capitalists in a new form of white supremacy based on European structures. And my brother Pharaoh brought the point up, which I agree. That dollar is an interesting tool, but it's just a tool of exchanging labor. Let me explain what that means. All money, every nickel and every dime, come from the collection and the harvesting of land in the form of cotton, coal, oil, minerals, gold, diamond. These are materials that are harvested and then exchanged. So if I'm a watermelon farmer, I go plant the watermelon. God gave me the sun, God gave me the soil, God gave me the seed, God gave me the water, and God gave me breath in my lungs to be the tiller of the ground. I place it in the ground, the watermelon comes up, it is now a produced fruit. I cut it off of the vine, I hand it to my sister, she hand me $5. That $5 become the economic machine. That's where the money is generated, the exchange of the harvesting of land. And every nation in the world participates in that form of trade. Now, the money itself is not real. It is the labor that it represents that make it real. So my brother, and I want Pharaoh to hear this, because our young group, like he a young brother who in this struggle, who is out there and putting out these social media messages. We got to be clear about the conversation and what we even talking about. Because if we're not clear about that, we'll mislead and think that we are going to be using a white man's money to do this and that and the other. No, we're talking about our labor. In fact, the way you get money is by your labor, and someone pays you a check or pays you money for your time or your labor. The money is only in exchange for your labor. So we're not saying everybody bring your money and then let's build, let's put it together and let's build on this money we got. Hell no. We're saying everybody bring you your labor and bring that labor collectively in a unified manner, which is the money and the work that we need to do for our people. That's black power, brother. It's not about no damn money. I just want to keep it, we got to make sure it's 100. And I want my brother to hear that, because he's a young brother in these streets and he need to know this message.
Right, and I would say really we have to really take note of who we are as our original source. We are the first people on this planet. We're indigenous to this planet. We've been here for over 7 million years as modern human beings. So when we're looking at ourselves and even defining ourselves as black or African or Caribbean or from South America or from the African continents or from Europe, it's very important for us to understand that we are the source, we are the origin. So we have to look at ourselves as who we originally are and not look at ourselves as the definitions that have been put upon us. When we stand firm on our square and understand that we are the ones who gave this world civilization, we gave this world agriculture, we gave this world mathematics, we gave this world economics, we gave this world politics, we gave this world everything that it's operating on now. It's been stolen from us and in a very calculated way. So we have to first understand who we were before this happened and stand on that. We need to go back to that, really move forward in that. Otherwise, we're going to be moving in a place of fear, and we're going to continue looking at ourselves through the eyes and the mindsets of our oppressor, which at this point we can't afford to do. We have to pay attention to who we truly are and make that our reality. So it's important for us to be very clear that what's going on now in this past 500 years is just a drop in the bucket. We've been on this planet for millions of years, and that's never going to change. It's always going to continue to grow and flow. So we have to keep our perspective right so we can keep our directive right. Ashe.
Ashe. Thank you, Queen.
Ashe. To my brothers and all those who film and out here just in the struggle, yo brothers, yo, we thank y'all, man. Get that narrative out there. There ain't nothing better than telling and writing your own story. This is a crucial part of the program. It's developing and creating our narratives. Yes. If we don't create the narrative, somebody else will. And that is what caused Black Lives Matter. That is what caused the awakening of masses. That is what caused Trump. It is our people telling our own narratives. And that is what's waking the masses all over the world. I spent a year in Africa, and when I got off the plane in Senegal, the first thing I saw was Ludacris haircut on the side of a building. And I thought that our people have no idea how famous we are amongst our people all over the world. And I tell you, even I spent time in the Vatican and got to go to some of the most private parts of the Vatican and see that they have our work, our hieroglyphics on the walls. Being in St. Peter's Basilica, knowing what it represents, being clear about the door of no return in Ghana and also in Senegal, in the Gambia, being clear about what it represents. We understand it. Going to the Central Plateau in Haiti and going to the Citadel where Toussaint Overture saw the French warrior coming and alarmed all those on the island and was able to cause his sinking of his ship before he reached the island. I had an opportunity to go to the top of the mountain and visit the citadel and see the weapons of the 18th century and the 16th century there. I had a beautiful opportunity to get this education through a global experience. And my brothers, telling this narrative, I have realized is the #1 tool on the planet. In fact, I'm gonna tell the story. This sister, she knows the story, it's real. We had an opportunity to go to the Vatican and to meet with the Pope of Rome to discuss the minds of the Africans in America. Wow. We received one of the greatest admissions of the 21st century. The admission was, the first night we got there, we were hosted by the Rispoli family. Jada Rispoli was our host. We stayed in a palace built in the 800s. The palace had a drawbridge and a moat around it. There had never been black people ever in the village. We were the first to ever be there. Jada's family have 15 popes in their family, 8 are direct blood relatives. She arranged the meeting. The first night we were there, they brought their Vatican scholars. They're asked a question: how is the African American responding to the internet? To me, it was an amazing question. And one thing they said was that Italy influenced the world. We say the Vatican, and we say control. They say Italy, they say influence the world through the flow of knowledge. And the one thing that threatens that is the internet. This is the admission from the second guy in command of the Vatican. The Pope didn't do the speaking. He doesn't do the speaking. It was the second guy in command who gave us that revelation that it is the internet that is the greatest threat to the flow of knowledge or the powers of the world. That helped me understand the only advantage any human being have on the planet is knowledge. This is our tool. Telling this narrative is extremely urgent and important. And spreading the message to all of the world is more important. I am so grateful for you all. Thank y'all, brothers.
Could you tell your name, brother, and just, your movement?
My name is Letron Price. I'm here in Atlanta. I went to the Vatican with a guy named Joe Beasley, who was a civil rights leader, who went and saw Nelson Mandela when they were in prison. They brought him to Atlanta. They organized this voter registration drive on the ground here and went back to South Africa to organize a voter registration drive in South Africa. Nelson Mandela obviously won and became an example of the end of apartheid. But it wasn't a true end, he was an example of it. Mr. Beasley saw the foresight to come back to the U.S. and begin to connect the African people all over the world with the same unifying message of the liberation of the colonial masters and white supremacy. Okay. So I'm with the Joe Beasley Foundation as well.
All right.
And then not only with the Joe Beasley Foundation here in Atlanta, we have this program called Heartbeat Markets, which is the revolution of the emancipation of the land for our people. And that's heartbeatmarkets.org. You can reach us. And if you want to contact directly, and you're not a capitalist, and you're serious about your talent or your trade, you can reach me directly at 404-797-4375. And I appreciate you all and your time. Kia Life Productions, keep that narrative hot and real. Kia Life Productions, 100, the narrative for the black world. We're so grateful. Thank you all.
Peace and love. Black power.
Black power.
He's in control. He's the master of his masters. I can do business with you, right? Master's talking to a master, not a master talking to a slave, a sovereign. I'ma license you, my materials. You don't own my materials anymore. But I'ma take the big chunk over here to the homie. That's why I have no issue with people calling him a master mason. You damn right, he's the master of his catalog. He's the master of his words. He's the master of his archive. You feel me? He's the master of the ceremony. Right? Very few artists have been able to achieve this, but the ones that have, we've seen his demise.
I'm on 100%. 100. Red and blue, purple like Prince. Red and blue, purple the Benz. Change up the circle of friends. The Netheroo circle the twins. 75 ever since. 70 wives in the Benz. Red and blue, purple like Prince. Red and blue, purple like Prince.
Tell me, who the real villain? The one crack dealing or oil drilling. You in my motherland and you killing all her children. Your dollars ain't backed by nothing, fuck your millions. I'll pop your cantaloupe, they'll poison the melons and feed them to your children. What you think is Thanksgiving? Yo, if I was there, I would've killed the pilgrims. Broke now, my forefathers fumbled billions, trillions. But I keep it trilling, cause my inner wealth never diminished. Far from gimmicks, niggas will spill the beans without spilling their Guinness. I won't stop till my neck froze, till my neck gold, till my whole set hold. When I cash checks, bank rolls, no stack, shit can't fold. Can't trust you, your man told. Sentence the greatest to the hellhole. They throw dirt on my name, but it never stuck like Velcro. Came back clean on them. Glock 9 got the infrared beam on them. I remember I was smoking with a bitch named Keisha. Game time, I was in the bleachers. Now it's fourth quarter.